Hey, Kevin Jans with the follow-up session. Just want to do a quick review of this Grizzly 100-quart cooler that I recently picked up. They had a July 4th sale going on across their whole website. All of their coolers were around, I want to say 20% off, so finally just jumped on it. Been looking at roto mode coolers for a while. I've got a couple, but this is the biggest one that I've ever purchased. I've got an elk trip coming up in Colorado in October, so I needed something a little bit beefier. I needed to add some, I guess, quart capacity to my ice chest. They say you need about 200 quarts from what I've been reading to bring home an elk. So this puts me a little over that, and that allows me to bring food and whatever else kind of supplies that we need. So one of the things that pulled me to Grizzly was that it is made right here in the USA. It also has a lifetime warranty. Now it's a limited lifetime warranty. I don't know all of the particulars of it, all the fine print. I'm sure if I drop this thing out the back of my truck and put a big crack in it, they're not going to replace it, that kind of thing. Wear and tear, I don't think is included. However, it is nice to have that backup, right? You look at a lot of these other brands and they have 1 year, 3 year, 5 year warranties. There's just not many lifetime warranties out there in the roto mold game. So I am very happy to see that with this cooler. And another thing that I really like about this cooler is the weight. So this one comes in right at 38 pounds. And at 38 pounds, I have water in this cooler, I forgot about that, by the way. Anyway, it is 38 pounds. And at 38 pounds, that puts it to be about 10 or 12 pounds lighter than other coolers in the same size range in the roto mold kind of game, right? So a lot of these coolers, you pick them up and gee, come on, it's heavy. Well, this one at 38 pounds when it's empty is very manageable. It's easy to toss in and out the bed of a truck or throw up into the boat by yourself. And a lot of the time, I am by myself, just kind of getting things together. And it's nice to be able to just pick this thing up and toss it in the truck or toss it in the boat. You load it with ice, it's heavy like anything else, but when it's empty, that's that weight that matters. So I really do like that feature. Something that sets the Grizzly apart from a lot of the other roto mold coolers out there are the 3 latches that they include. Most of the brands that you see out there have just the 2. So Grizzly went with 3, and I'm sure the thought process was that it's more of a secured latching. You can easily replace these. You can buy them right from Grizzly. I'm sure there's aftermarket ones out there probably as well. But I think the only complaint you could have about it is it's one more latch to open, which for me is not a problem. So I like it, and I look forward to seeing how it holds up. This is a side view. You can see right there you've got the tie-down slot where you can ratchet it down, strap it down, which I think they pretty much all have. So it's nothing special, but nice to have. A rope handle with a rubber grip. What I do like is they've got this nylon sheathing over the rope. I think that's kind of nice. And there you see the big 100 telling you the size of the cooler. And then one of my favorite features on these things is when you find one that's got a nice big drain. So some of these brands have these small drains that are, I don't know, 1 inch in diameter, and they take forever to drain. I like it to just blow out of there and be done, and that's exactly what this does. Now I will say it doesn't drain completely. There's a slight recessed channel that runs between both sides, and by the way, there's a drain on the other side, which I think is a great feature as well. Same exact type, same time drain, all that. But so it doesn't quite drain all the water, which I don't really like. I like it when these things just drain every drop of water that they have. Maybe there's a reason for it that a cooler technical person just doesn't know. But for me, I like it when they drain completely. However, it's just a simple lift, tilting it to one side, and it all comes out. So again, one of those things that's just not a big deal. Here you can see there's a ruler that's embossed on the top of the cooler, which is really great for any kind of fishing, especially saltwater, where it goes all the way to 33 inches. Alright, so we got it all opened up. See, you got the nice Grizzly logo stamped there on the interior of the lid. Freezer gasket wrapped all the way around. One thing that I like about it, I noticed really just messing around with it. Nice and closed, right? You got kind of that freezer seal. So you get a little bit of pressure, pop it right up, but gives me a lot of confidence in it as far as keeping everything in there pretty airtight. And another little piece that it's really a small thing, but there's sticks, checking it out. Thank you, bud. This plastic bin wigged them out. It's pretty thick. Anyway, it's a lot thicker than I would have expected it to be. It's one just, molded piece of plastic, but a couple centimeters thick. Toss some sandwiches in here, throw some fresh dead shrimp in there, keep your bait cool. Really a lot of uses for it, and just, man, it feels like it's never going to break. I don't know, it's the little things, I guess. Other than that, I think it's pretty similar to a lot of your other roto-mold coolers out there, but a couple of touches here and there that I really like. Thanks, Six. Just want to say thanks for watching. Again, this is Kevin Johansson with the follow-up session, and can't recommend this cooler enough. I really think it's a great piece of equipment to bring out there in the field with you.